So this game is developed by Nvidia and is called VR Funhouse. It is a collection of little mini games which all features Nvidia's brand new technology called VR works. And what she's doing right now is shooting this greenish water onto this clown face and all the stages. What you can see is that the water is actually physically simulated, so the way it acts and interacts with other objects and each other is actually precisely simulated. She can even shoot up in the sky like that, and if she go to even like farther up, okay, yeah, she can do that too. And there is actually a transparent object, so some familiar object will show up. Guess what is going to show up? Can you draw? No. All right, go to the next stage. This stage is actually quite interesting. She has arrow and bow, and she is doing archery. She can even fire up the arrow. So the obstacle or the challenge of this stage is to burn up all the board with numbers on it. She's quite good at it. Is because one of the reasons why she can do this is because she can feel how she pulls the bowstring and release it. She can actually feel the vibration on the hand controller. All the vibration signal is based on the calculation, again the physical simulation of the object inside this VR world. All the physical simulation, physical calculation is done on the GPU, accelerated on the GPU. So typically Nvidia was working really hard to make the graphics beautiful and real, and that is great for the VR. But we realize that's not enough, because in VR, all the sense matters, not just your eyesight. So we decided to make this technology to enable even more realistic sense, such as haptics, the vibration you feel on your hand, or the audio you actually hear on your headset. In the VR world, you turn around, so the audio gotta be really precise. And with the GPU power, what you can do is, again, this is another physical simulation. She can go to the next stage. Doing the physical simulation to realize a very realistic interaction of the object in the VR world. What she's doing right now is using her knife on both hands. She can stab all the balloons. Well, actually, she can even gently touch the balloon without popping it, and see all the balloons interact with each other. All the paper coming out from the balloon is also physically calculated, so it can interact with as you swing the sword. Okay, go to the next page, please. She can here pick up this gummy, slimy, how can I say, octopus, and she can even do this kind of string shot. You can see this has some gummy characteristics, so taking advantage of it, she can slow in that unique way as well. You can get used to this. As you play, you will know the characteristic of this object. So you can actually pick up one of the tentacles, swing around, and then toss it. Anything like that. Yeah, she cannot slow too hard because it's going to bounce off the wall and like that. She loses the score. Alright, next stage. here, all the yellowish guys with hairs on top are coming at you. They're on the spring, so it's going to swing around. It is realistically simulated using physical simulation. Again, done on the GPU. You can even sort of sense how it bounces off, or you can even gently touch these guys. Alright, pretty cool. You can go to the next stage. Oh, this is a hard one. Let's see how good she is. So, the challenge clearly is to, oh, she's good. She's good. Actually, what I learned is that you can actually use your real world technique, that is to toss the ball using your knee movement, rather than just using the, your arms. So when you get used to it, you can even apply the real world techniques inside of this VR world. That kind of shows how realistic all the things are simulated inside this VR world. You can see all the nets on the hoop and on the side are also simulated realistically. It waves around as the ball touches. Yay! Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, we can go to the next stage. Alright, here she picks up this hammer and slams them. Yep. She can actually sense how it knocks those guys on her controller as it strikes those guys. Alright, maybe go to the next stage, please. Here she has two guns on her both hands. Her object is to aim and shoot out all the clay object on the display. So yeah, she's hitting. You can see all the ceramic objects get shattered as it gets struck. And important thing is that the animation of those objects being broken is not pre-rendered or pre-calculated. It is dynamically calculated based on the position and the angle of the bullet strike through the clay object. This is again another physical simulation destruction. Okay, next stage. Again, she's going to have two guns, and this is like clay shooting. In the air, she needs to strike the incoming clay. Good job, good job. Again, the way it shatters and gets destroyed is physically simulated, and it's not the same pattern. It's based on where you shoot. So all these things combined will give you even more realistic sense inside the VR world. So the GPU power is not only used for making the graphics realistic, but making all the sense for you. Haptics, audio, realistics. So it is an example of GPU technology taking the VR technology into the next level. The one last thing I wanted to add to this demo is that we are going to release this VR Funhouse on Steam for free. So people with adequate GPU horsepower can play this game for free. And the most important thing is that we are going to actually open source this whole application. So the developers who are interested in learning how those GPU technology can be incorporated into their own application, and the games can learn by reading or even copying and pasting into their own game or application. So we believe this is going to be well received once it's released. So yeah, hope we will see this coming out soon.